Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you royal and we
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you royal and we
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you royal and we
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you royal and we
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you royal and we
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you royal and we
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you royal and we
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you royal and we
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you royal and we
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you royal and we
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you royal and we proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
Has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm
proud of you. Proud of you, proud of you.
I need you to remember that you royal and
powerful. You powerful. You powerful. Barbershop Conversations, man. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Keo, Josh, Dana Jones. What it do? JP, Era J, Q. We got KB in the building, man. I appreciate y'all coming in here early, man. But y'all know it's the Hawthorne tones. It's the Hawthorne tones. The Hawthorne tones, man. The Hawthorne tones. It's the Hawthorns. Lincoln and Kennedy Hawthorne. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'll be up, Lincoln. I'll be talking to you in your sleep, man. Love you. Peace. Love you. See you in the morning. See you in the morning. You can close the door. All right, man. I appreciate you guys coming through. What up, Ann Fresh in the building, man? What I do to deserve you? Hey, man. I appreciate you. Love y'all. Brother and sister gonna be brother and sister, man. They gonna find a way to get loud and move and play no matter what you do, man. They gonna find a way. They speak their own language anyway, man. But yeah, man, welcome to the show, man. Interesting show, man. For those of you who don't know, Deontay Wilder says boxing is a business, and boxing is the masking agent for the business, man. Yeah, never let a hard time humble us, Rob McCoy. Never, never, ever, ever. And, I literally pretended that I didn't know who he was talking about, because sometimes I wanted to circulate through the boxing community first to see if people pick it up. But he's only had one advisor, one manager, and Shelly Finkel. And he's only had opponents. He's only had one opponent outside of PBC, right? Tyson Fury. So he's learned that it's a dirty game all over. He's had 3 Tyson Fury fights, 2 with Bob Arum, and all 3 with Frank Warren. He's learned a lot. And as he said, what's understood doesn't need to be explained. And I genuinely believe on some level, Deontay Wilder is probably the only, but I'm going to say few because I don't want to insult anybody. Yeah, whatever that means. That talks to Al Heyman directly. You know what I mean? That that can dictate what he wants, man. And I think all these fighters need to do that shit, man. And it's imperative that we do that. And so in my opinion, and he also said these fighters need to fight each other. He said that all this on a PBC podcast. I'm posting them. He says fighters, and he said managers, promoters, advisors, whatever you want to talk to them, call them. They marinate fights too long. They over marinate fights, and they missed the boat, right? It's happened with Floyd and Manny Pacquiao. That shit was a dud. Bob Arum and Al Heyman just played yo-yo and yo-yoed the fans. And the same thing they doing with Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao is the same thing they doing with Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis. Dumb black fans, dumb black YouTubers gonna say, oh, it's Ryan Garcia's fault. It's the same fucking game on both sides. You know, Mexican YouTubers gonna say, oh, it's Tank Davis. He don't want the fight. No, the fight ain't happening. And that's the truth, man. What's up, Edward? And that's the stone cold truth. The reason why you don't see it on your side is because you don't. It's simple. And I'll be the first to admit 4 or 5 years ago, I was the same way. But these last 4 years, I've been woke in the motherfucker, man. I see the shit. You know what I mean? And that's why they say I'm blackballed. I'm not blackballed. I'm telling the truth. How can you blackball me and I got 13 basketballs in my garage? hey, I got a basketball court coming Wednesday, man, and they said I'm blackballed. How the hell am I blackballed? You know what I mean? Yeah, they thought they were blackballing me, but little did they know that I was using proper language. What's up, King Corleone? Fernando. But now all hell breaks loose. Bob, I mean, he also said if you're 105, that was a reference to Bob Arum, I believe, and Frank Warren and maybe Barry Hearn and all those old motherfuckers that are still in boxing. And they make more money than the fighters. The reason why, one of the biggest reasons they make more money than the fighters, because the fighters won't go directly to the network. All you need is a lawyer. They not gonna fear. They fear lawyers. Lawyers fear lawyers. You know, lawyers ain't gonna fear no advisor outside of Al Heyman because he's a lawyer, right? If I'm not mistaken, I don't know. But he went to Harvard though. So I think that Wilder's woken up, and Wilder's gonna come out a whole lot more. He said he wants to fight 3 times a year. If Wilder don't fight 3 times in 1 year, all hell gonna break loose on PBC. I'm gonna tell you that shit right now, because Wilder ain't afraid of no damn Al Heyman. Not one bit. He already made it. You know, he got his 3. What he made? 75 million in 3 fights, probably, if not more, with advertising. And he had I remember one. He had Canes. You know, so I definitely. So he's done a hell of a job, man. He makes more money outside the ring than he does inside the ring. That is fucking amazing. And I want to give him a round of applause for that. That's beautiful. We've all been bamboozled, y'all. Thank you, Edward. We've all been played. And I'm here to tell y'all, it's time to wake the fuck up. It's time for us to stop putting Terrence Crawford against Earl Spence and stop blaming one another. It's time for black fans and black YouTubers to stop blaming Ryan Garcia. It's time for Mexican and white and old media to stop blaming Tank Davis, because we're all being played, man. We're all being played. And we fall for it all the time. If Ryan Garcia says something, oh man, he just clout chasing. Floyd Mayweather come out and say, man, you got to talk to Fight Hype. You got to do this. You got to do 26 things before we make the fight. Black YouTuber says, yeah, Oscar, you got to do this, man. If you don't do it, man, you slowing down the fight. It's the same thing. And then Steven Espinoza flat out lies to y'all face. He did an interview with Tay Jones and said, yeah, we trying to make the Tank Davis Ryan Garcia fight. That's a whole fucking lie. That is a whole fucking lie. How are they trying to make that fight? They saying the same thing. But because you black and you got this black love and you got, we just want to support black, but you can't do it blindly. While Bob Arum and Al Heyman and Eddie Hearn may not be best friends, but they know how to keep each other in business. They ain't going to step on each other's toes for the most part. You never see them. You never seen Bob Arum and Al Heyman bidding against each other in a purse bid. You've never seen them come out and say, hey, I wanted that fight. Why'd you take my fight? You've never seen it ever. Ever. What actually happens is Al Heyman goes to Atlanta. The next fight, Shakur Stevenson goes to Atlanta. Dana White goes to Pachanga in San Diego. The very next week, Bob Arum goes to Pachanga. They all in this shit together, man. Everybody's washing each other's hands. One is not exempt from the other. But we fall for how the fuck, man. Listen, goddamn. Sometimes I'll be like, I am so stupid, man. A man that I have met. So Al Heyman is real. But the fact that this nigga got so much power and has literally said nothing. You wouldn't do that for a presidential You wouldn't do it for a presidential guy. I mean, a presidential candidate. You wouldn't do it for your boss. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. If he didn't have Sam watching, I would have been on that nigga a whole lot sooner because I would have pulled the paperwork. I didn't pull the paperwork until like 2018, 2019, somewhere in there. It was before COVID though. And I was like, oh shit, I know what this dude is doing. They funneling money legally, through losses. And but we got to stop taking promoters' sides, man. Yeah, we can talk to them, we can interview them, but if you are choosing PBC over Top Rank and DAZN over what's that shit? Top Rank and Golden Boy over pick one, you Bobo the fool. Bobo the fool. And since I've waken up, I can tell that I see these media outlets. They're basically PR firms now. I can see it. They all for a fighter, for a promotional company. They not for boxing. No. They're not for boxing. No. Nuh-uh. Not at all. Not one bit. Because maybe they want an interview. Maybe they want credentials. And I'm not talking just old media, new media, LDBC, everybody media. I'm talking about media as a whole. I sit back and I watch it and I'll be like, damn, why are we not awake yet? Why are we still just promoting the fighters that we interview? Why are we just choosing the fighter? I mean, it's not, man, as much as I wanted it to, it is not. It is the good people versus the bad people. It ain't the black people versus everybody. Nah, boxing ain't like that. Boxing is the good loyal fans versus the business of boxing. That's what it is. And It's time to overthrow. It's time to overthrow them. And we can. We can literally overthrow these guys, man. Tell your favorite fighter, hey, listen, man, I really love you, but they using us. They pimping us. Pimp, pimp, hooray. Pimp, pimp, hooray. That sounds like a song that Kendrick Lamar would make. Pimp, pimp, hooray. Him or DJ Quick. Either the two. And they would have totally different meanings. Malcolm Shabazz said, we cannot have black-white unity without having black unity first. He did say that. He did say that. Yep, he did. He damn sure did. And man, you said that. I don't know how we can have black unity in boxing. I don't know, because I'm a coon. The fact that another black person can call a black person a coon because they disagree with them, not because they disrespect, not because they disrespected the person, because you disagree with them politically, they're a coon. Because you disagree with them over a sport, the other person is a coon. I've only called one person a coon, man, ever in boxing, and that was the TMT fight. I'm drawing a blank on his name, and I was wrong for that. I since apologized. What's his name? What's his name? I don't know. I forgot his name, but he was a champion for TMT. And but yeah. Nah, you don't. I mean, you see them in purse bids, but you know who's gonna win. You understand what I'm saying? It's not like they're in purse bids against one another. They're in purse bids because they gotta be. The Tiafimo experience was an outlier experience. Trust me when I say that. They know what each other's are. They know what they're doing. Trust me. It ain't nothing crazy. They do it for their fighter, but they know who's gonna win the purse bid. Bob Arum told you. Didn't you listen to my interview? We explained. I explained the purse bid. I asked them the questions on the purse bid. You guys should go and watch. When a house fighter, that's the A side, you could bid anything on the purse bid. Anything on the purse bid. If you have an agreement with the fighter before going into the purse bid, you can bid $100 million. You just got to pay. You just got to pay the B side fighter the percentage of the purse bid. So let's say if you bid $50 million and it's 10%, the fighter gets 10%, B side fighter gets 10% of the purse bid, right? So he gets $5 million. If you've already made a $10 million agreement with fighter A, then you can bid whatever you want. You just got to pay fighter B the percentage that the sanctioning body say you have to pay. So it's all for shits and giggles, man. It sounds good to the fan. Oh, we going to purse bid. I wonder who's gonna win the purse bid. Now there are some purse bids that are interesting. I ain't gonna even lie, and that's why Terrence Crawford and what's his name? Oh, what's his name? Sean Porter. That's why they didn't go to purse bid. Al and Bob came to an agreement. I don't know if Bob paid the whole salary, Eddie or Al came in with 10%, 20%, or he just gave him the fighter. You know, I don't know that, but they made an agreement. And it's since worked out, right? They did on pay-per-view. Terrence Crawford had a hell of a fight. Sean Porter didn't quit. His dad threw in the towel, you know, whatever the case may be. That's neither here nor there. But I'm just pointing out how we've been used. Yeah, they came in second on the purse bid. That's the only purse bid in recent history, but that's an outlier experience. That's Eddie being young and defiant. You understand what I'm saying? and Eddie knew what he was doing. That's Eddie touching the stove. You know, as a 3-year-old, you say, don't touch the stove. That's Eddie. No, I'm going to touch the stove. It's not hot. It's not hot. Your finger's just old, daddy. And you touch the stove and you get burned. And that's simply what happened to Eddie Hearn. He won't do it again. I guarantee you that. He won't do it again. He will not. And his father has spoken to him, and he only did that to get back at Bob. You know, that's all. And he realized that the zone's money is not as strong as the relationships he need in boxing. Same thing with, okay, I'll give you another example. Same thing with Bob and Al. When Al came in here with $1 billion, Bob said, I got to slow this shit down. I don't know what he's trying to do, but we got these systems in place already. So he took him to court. And guess what they did? They came to an agreement. Do you understand the shit now? And you can Google it. It's called a settlement. They settled. The same thing. And we over here saying PBC is better than. Now we can talk about them. Now we can come to conclusion who runs a better business. Now, by far, Top Rank runs a better company, man. It's night and day between Top Rank and PBC. You know, 4 years ago, PBC had the best talent. I can't say that now with Top Rank and PBC, who has the best talent, because you got Keyshawn Davis, Shakur. They got more notable fighters because they've been in the game longer. But in terms of the talent we're going to be watching for the next 10 years, Top Rank got it, you know. But Al Heyman is just going to try and lure the top fighter, you know, and repeat and hit repeat on his business model. But he got to get another Floyd Mayweather. And as an advisor, he's completely failed. No money, no marketing, no advertising. You know, like, why are you there? You know, so I sit here and I just marvel at the whole situation. And fighters say they fighters. And I say, when's the last time you fought? So you're retired. If you haven't fought in a year, you're retired. All right. It's plain and simple. Not unless you come off a fight like Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, and you honestly, you deserve to be out for a year. You've earned the right to be out for a year without a shadow of a doubt. But when you ain't fought in a year like Jamal Charlo, you're retired. You might as well put in your paperwork. Hopefully you put in enough rounds in California, you get a retirement. In California, if you do 100 rounds, you can retire. So you get a pension, whatever it is, I don't know, but that be the case. And then I'm going to break it. I'm just going to simplify it for you. Steven Espinoza comes out with a card October 9th. Ocampo, the guy who got knocked out by Errol Spence in the first round, is fighting Sebastian Fundora. You know how much that card costs? Let me open up these phone lines and I'm going to see how much Ocampo. I'm willing to bet Ocampo got $75,000. I'm willing to bet he got $75,000 to fight Errol Spence, right? Spence Ocampo purses. They said Spence made 1.2. See, this is what they're not telling y'all. Is that they're going back to cheap labor. But who am I? Oh, Daniel Roman fought on that undercard. Moises Flores. Javier Fortuna, no decision. I remember that shit. That motherfucker faked that injury so bad. Dog. Oh my God. That motherfucker faked that injury. What? Oh shit. Oh shit. Look. Man, I'm good than a motherfucker. I ain't gonna even lie. Look how much he got. $75,000. What's up, Fernando? Give me a second. Look. Oh shit. Look. He got $75,000, like I said. I swear I didn't Google it, but that's that cheap labor. So if he got $75,000 against Earl Spence, what's up, Fernando? If he got,
what's going on, Fred?
How much you think he got? How much you think he's getting against Fundora? 43. Because the purses are different. The gate, it's actually gonna be a giveaway. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, they ain't buying no tickets for Fundora yet. What's up?
Speaking of Fundora and what's his name? Lukowitz, Samson Lukowitz. Did he announce David Benavidez's opponent and date yet?
No, but it's in November.
So who do you suppose the opponent's gonna be?
Oh,
they already said the young guy, he's not gonna be there. I think he's like.
Who's been on the PBC cards? I see. I got to go back and look through the cards and see who's fought at 168, and then I'll have a better understanding. But he's gonna fight on Showtime.
Yeah, the only fight on Fox is the Deontay Wilder pay-per-view in October.
Yeah, right.
And going back to what Deontay Wilder was saying, this is the thing, man. He's 36, turning 37. He's in the last chapter of his career. He was contemplating retirement. So when he says something like that, I don't want to say there's going to be consequences for what he's saying, but it's easy to say that when you're in the latter portion of your career.
Oh, facts. And many of them do.
Yeah, and when we look at this Saudi Arabian card, I saw Badu Jack, I saw Andrew Tabiti, and these were former PBC fighters. I don't know if they still are contractually connected to PBC, but one thing that I could say was that Matchroom card that took place in Saudi Arabia Saturday night, there was a lot of Probellum people on there. Shelly Finkel was there. Richard Schaefer was there. So this tells me that Probellum is alive and active. But one thing that I wanted to ask you, because you spoke about how Eddie Hearn and Al Heyman and Bob Arum, they're working amicably.
That's a good word. Yeah.
I want to talk about Matchroom and DAZN in particular, but I'm going to raise this question first.
Right.
Is having an equity stake in your partner's entity better than having a compete clause? Like, so what I'm saying is it better to be two separate entities and having a compete clause, or for this joint venture, I'm going to have an equity stake in your company?
Give me an example. Are you talking about Anthony Joshua, or who are you making reference to?
I'm talking about that card, but more particularly, I know the Matchroom Boxing. I don't know if it's Matchroom USA Boxing, but that's an LLC, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so DAZN has a significant stake in the Matchroom USA Boxing LLC.
Right.
Now, I feel like this Len Blavatnik billionaire, Ukrainian oligarch guy.
Right.
He's a very, very savvy businessman. I think he sued JP Morgan Chase for $50 million because of the mortgage-backed securities during that 2008 crisis. I think he won in 2010, right? So he doesn't play around when it comes to his money. But when it comes to DAZN and whatever contractual, stuff that he has with Eddie Hearn, it's a very leaky contractual relationship that they have with Matchroom Boxing, because on the US side, DAZN has equity in Matchroom USA. So what does that mean? Let's say Anthony Joshua was an American fighter. There's no shopping around for different networks in America. The only way Matchroom could do business with Joshua is via DAZN, right?
No, Yeah, he has
In
a
a-
deal with the zone. So
No,
has-
he signed a deal later. He signed an exclusive deal after he lost to Alexander Usyk, and even then, it didn't include this past Saturday's card. That was that for Matchroom USA. Yeah, it was on the zone. But for the Matchroom, the parent company Matchroom, the zone should have got a stake in that as well, because this would have never happened if the zone had equity stake in the parent Matchroom company.
Say it again. I'm sorry. I was reading the text. Say it again.
Sorry about that. So what I'm saying is,
that's my fault.
when you saw this whole open bid that happened for the rematch, Alexander Usyk versus Anthony Joshua.
It wasn't no. Oh, you talking open bid in terms of?
Yeah, Sky won it.
Oh,
out, right?
yeah, got you.
This would have never happened if the zone also had some type of equity in the parent Matchroom company based in England. It would have never happened.
Right.
And so now I'm thinking, like, what kind of, and so Eddie Hearn, so this part is an assumption. So everything I set up to prior to that was like, there's actual paperwork on the zone owning.
Right.
I don't know if it's 49% in Matchroom USA. It's a Delaware LLC.
Right.
But so, I feel like Eddie Hearn is like kind of like a double agent in some ways, because, okay, when we go to a promoter negotiating a site fee, right?
Right.
Let's put it this way. Do you think Richard Strom gives Al Heyman gifts? Maybe not money, but like, 7-figure gifts.
Oh, they all get bonuses for sure.
Okay, like that's outside of the deal when Mayweather headlines a card, right? Like there's the little taste.
Because Floyd got a Bugatti. Floyd actually has a house on the estate of MGM. He's bragged about the watches they've given him and stuff like that. So I'm sure that they've done some things together that will.
What I want to say is, do you see Len Blavatnik eventually suing or having some type of political dispute with Matchroom? Because it looks like he's playing both sides. I think he told the zone, and he did this. So Golden Boy kind of did this with Canelo and Golovkin.
Yeah.
What Eddie's doing is, I don't know how busy Len Blavatnik is, because maybe he's in the process of diversifying his asset portfolio to separate from any Russian businesses. So he might be busy right now with all that stuff, to stay politically correct and keep businesses afloat and all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. So maybe this boxing stuff isn't a big part of his portfolio. I forget the name of his company. Axis, I think it's called Axis Holdings or something like that. Mm-hmm. But the way this thing happened, it's not a good look for DAZN. It's not a good look for DAZN at all. And this is the fight. So since Anthony Joshua lost, this is the fight that should have been on DAZN, because now his market value goes down. Obviously, there's probably terms in his DAZN contract, like, if you lose this fight, the figures change, whatever. We're using this formula here onwards. But how does this one slip by DAZN? How does it slip by DAZN?
Well, they've been doing it. I'm not sure if you remember when Anthony Joshua came. Go watch that video footage of when Anthony Joshua went to Wall Street. And
that was from Matchroom USA. Then they ended up having the Andy Ruiz card.
Yes.
In Madison Square Garden.
But here's what I'm saying. He was not signed to DAZN because that was his first time ever meeting John Skipper. That his name?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they shook hands like, nice to meet you. So
it's a show of good faith. Yeah.
No, but they hadn't met. So that means that what you're saying is true about Eddie Hearn being the bridge and playing both sides, right?
Yo, if I'm Len Blavatnik, I'm asking for a piece of the Matchroom parent company, because I'm not playing around anymore. You're giving me like 10% of Matchroom, and I'll pay you for it. But this is gonna make sure that you're not playing around with me anymore, or else I'm gonna play around with you.
Yeah, but it was excluding Anthony Joshua up until his next fight. You understand? Everything that they have done.
Yeah. Okay, but that was preordained. Like that gap, that was orchestrated by Eddie Hearn.
Oh yeah.
These guys work in 5-year plans, 3-year plans. They're thinking 3-5 years ahead.
Yeah.
So that looseness, that leakiness, like where Anthony Joshua is not included in everything that we've been doing thus far, and you've kind of given me good faith that he's kind of going to come in our direction, right?
Yeah,
So,
Al did the same thing with Showtime. Like Floyd wasn't in the PBC deal. He
no,
leveraged
okay,
Floyd.
that brings up another great point. Was or is Floyd Mayweather ever a PBC brand fighter?
Never.
Okay.
Never.
Now, have you ever seen a PBC logo in any
Never.
of the cards Floyd
Nah.
Mayweather
I
had?
mean, I would say no. And that's how he got the 40-something million a year from Showtime, was off of the backs of Floyd and basically the build up to the Manny Pacquiao fight, because they knew it was a big time payday.
So, what do you think is going to happen now in the heavyweight division, and like what's going to go on?
Well, you got to make Wilder Joshua.
Well, no, I think the trajectory is for Wilder versus Andy Ruiz.
Well, we got to wait till September 4th. Now, if Andy Ruiz is lose, Wilder, he say he wants to fight 3 times a year. There's no one at PBC that is a dance partner.
Okay, so Wilder said he wants to fight 3 times a year. I've heard Keith Thurman say he wants to fight 3 times a year. I've heard Errol Spence say he wants to fight 3 times a year. Who else said they wanted to fight 3 times a year and ended up only fighting once, maximum twice in a calendar year?
So what does that say? What does that mean?
It's just not feasible in that current system.
Yeah.
The resources are very limited.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, facts. And so if they're not,
but let me ask you, going back to like you said, it's up in the open because Andy Ruiz has to get past Luis Ortiz.
Yeah.
For him to be, picked up by Deontay Wilder, right?
Right.
But what's more commercially viable? What's more lucrative? A Deontay Wilder versus Andy Ruiz fight or a Deontay Wilder versus Ortiz trilogy?
Oh, Andy Ruiz for sure.
Okay, so that's I said it like that. If Ortiz wins, I don't know if they're gonna go for the trilogy. I don't know how commercially.
No, you can't. And Deontay Wilder, that would be hustling backwards on his behalf. It makes no sense for him to fight him, knowing you have an opportunity to fight Anthony Joshua, and that fight has to be in the UK. So there has to be some give and take in that deal. It may be a 2-fight deal. It may be the B side. It may be, I don't know what it is, but I think for Deontay Wilder's global appeal and for what he wants to do after boxing, you say he wants to be an actor. This would be a great step in that direction in terms of him wanting to be an actor or be in entertainment in some capacity. He just put out a song. He said he wants to be an actor. So this would be a great opportunity for him to expand his brand exponentially.
Do you see him going to the United Kingdom or?
Hell yeah. I would demand that it's in Wembley Stadium. It has to be. Matter of fact, it has to be in Wembley Stadium.
Well, what if Wilder wants a little bit of neutrality and he's like, okay, listen, we could do it in the Middle East?
Oh, I mean, it's totally on him. But I'm talking about, but the population in the Middle East is not the population in the UK. So if you're talking about Europe versus Saudi Arabia and Dubai or whatever country, you want the fight to be in Europe, and Deontay Wilder has to lean on his Alabama slammer.
It'll be an entertaining fight. It'll be one of the most entertaining clashes in the heavyweight division in recent times. He's never not in an exciting fight.
Well, just look at the last 8 fights of Muhammad Ali. Same thing. Part 3, Frazier, Ali. Same thing. Like it has remembrance of that. They're not who they were. But shit, you're gonna get at that time 15 rounds of some amazing shit. And that fight is amazing.
How many more fights do you see Deontay Wilder fighting before he retires?
He said 3 a year.
Well, I see him 3 total. I see the Andy Ruiz thing happening, then possibly a Joshua, and then if Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk.
You don't really need Tyson Fury anymore. I mean, that fight is definitely going to happen again if Deontay Wilder say he wants to fight that many times. But Andy Ruiz will always be there, especially on the schedule that Al Heyman has these fighters on. You can see that he has to go get Anthony Joshua. It's just no way. Like the promotion that already started today. I saw the interview with.
Well, the promotion started years ago.
Well, thank you for correcting me. The re-energizing of the promotion started today, you know, and with everybody talking about it and Anthony Joshua being crazy and all that. So it definitely has started. And I might see Wilder next week. So I may go to his I got to check Dre's schedule. I may go to his golf tournament next week. So it's a fundraiser. So I may do that if Dre is not working.
And you know, one thing that I wanted to ask is, how do you think Steven Espinoza feels about this? You know, the Wilder Helenius fight.
Steven Espinoza is looking in the mirror like, I'm such a pussy.
Well, you know, I don't want to call anybody any names.
No, I'm not saying pussy like in no, but like how do you allow this man to use you and use you and use you? Like it makes no sense. I don't know what type of arrangement they have, but you got the network and the money.
What's the biggest Showtime boxing card that Steven Espinoza's put on? Pay-per-view or not pay-per-view, it doesn't matter.
The biggest?
Yeah, the biggest.
You know, outside of Floyd, correct?
We could even put Floyd in. What's the biggest Floyd card that Espinoza got over the line?
Or Pacquiao and McGregor.
Okay. Now the Pacquiao fight, if you read an LA Times article, it said that Steven Espinoza tried, and I'm summarizing it. He tried and failed to make the Mayweather Pacquiao fight.
And let's move.
And the way, okay, so
a waiter.
Yeah. So they bypassed Espinoza for the fight, and then the waiter actually had a case against Les Moonves, and they wanted to pay him $50,000.
Yeah, I don't know how true that is, but it quite possibly is true. But
no, because the waiter denied the $50,000. That means he had some type of a case there. Like they don't offer you money, and you don't just deny money if there was nothing there, right? They tell you that they'd say, "F you, talk to my lawyers. You're not gonna get a dime out of me."
Right. Yeah. So, but Steven Espinoza has been the beta leader for Showtime.
So I'm asking you again, what's the biggest card that he's put on?
Pacquiao. Floyd Pacquiao.
So I feel like that was more of a Les Moonves move. So let's put that one to the side.
But it's on his network.
It's on his network, but Les Moonves is like the head.
I know he was the president of CBS. I remember that.
Right.
Anyways.
And the McGregor fight was a co-promotion with Dana. So what's the biggest in-house fight Steven Espinoza got over the line?
The biggest, I would say, Wilder Fury 1.
Okay. And then Bob had to step in for 2 and 3.
Yeah.
So this is why I say the onus is on Steven Espinoza to put together Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford, because like now we're talking about his career legacy as a network executive.
He's been terrible. He's been literally terrible because the irony about it is I have nothing. It comes off as like I'm personally attacking Steven Espinoza, but I actually like him as a person, man. I do, like, no doubt about it. But if we talking me versus him in terms of boxing, he's an anti-hero. He's not. I can't.
He's an underachiever. I wouldn't call him an anti-hero.
Yeah. He's definitely an underachiever. 100% an underachiever.
But he's the connect that got steady work. So, like, yeah, does Al take too much control? Yeah. But did he make my job a lot easier? Yeah.
Yeah, he made his job a lot easier.
And it was steady money coming in for Steven Espinoza, right? It's on autopilot. Everything. It's a well-oiled machine.
No.
Now they're depleted. Now Showtime's depleted because of Wilder and Fox, and like a couple of things happen where like whoa. There's a cog in this gear.
No, Floyd stopped fighting. Floyd hid a multitude of sins.
Yeah, but Floyd was a pay-per-view fighter.
But still, if you have Floyd on pay-per-view and the revenues are coming in because it's a subscription base. So even when you don't want to watch, you still want to watch 24 access, 24, whatever it is, you still so the view, the not the viewership, but the exposure of Showtime is ridiculous.
Yo,
Remember,
okay, so this is the thing.
yes.
The Showtime, I'm starting to see it as this. Showtime boxing is a subcategory of Showtime sports because now they're getting into like New York basketball. They're talking about the Gaucho. They have a lot of content coming out outside of boxing, but it's still on Showtime sports.
Transferring the budget. I can see that.
Yeah. So now I'm asking you, like, yo, Steven Espinoza, what are you gonna do now? Like, you gotta do something.
I was waiting, and I said this on my show about 3 weeks ago, and you probably heard me say it. That I'm waiting to see what they're going to do in the fall. If it's 5 documentaries coming out in the fall, some sports documentaries and 2 cards, I'm like, oh shit. Then you know, and yeah, Al not basically, he controlled Steven. Like he calls him little Steven, little Stevie. Like that's how insulting is that? The man is, I mean, I don't know what he has over him. I don't know if it's Les Moonves but Les is gone now. But I don't know if Al is in with the Redcliffe. What's the name of the family?
Redstone.
Thank you. Redstone families. I know they live out here in LA, some of them. So
probably Beverly Hills, right? Old money.
No, I mean I played poker with some big shareholders at CBS. So no, it was a CBS, yeah, CBS. So but the point I want to say is Steven cowers to Al Heyman because of the Floyd deal.
Right.
Steven, I'm gonna run it. You're gonna be the face. I'm going to run it. The same way he did Little Stevie is the same way he did TGB Promotions.
Well, Don King did the same thing with Mike Tyson when he went over to Showtime, right? Like he's like, yeah, I'll cross over, but you guys got to give me a little bit of autonomy here.
Yeah. True that. And so now, when Steven, the ratings are dropping, when the ratings are dropping and the subscriptions are not growing, the budget shrinks in that department.
Yeah, and going for 2023, it's going to be a smaller budget, possibly. I don't know.
It has to be. It has to be, because remember, they were proud to say these announcements. Let's check right now. What were those PBC and Showtime deal? PBC and Showtime.
What was it for 60 million?
Yeah, you know it. I'm just Googled it. 60 million.
Yeah. So
Showtime existing budget also estimated at over 60 million. And this was September. Shit. It just says September 4th. It don't have a year.
So that's probably the fourth quarter of 2020. No, 2021.
Yeah. And that deal is supposed to come out now because I asked Steven in the question, because I asked him what quarter does his fiscal year starts. He says January. He told me that.
Yeah, but they have to have the budget ready by the fourth quarter of the previous.
Oh, I know that for stockholders. Yeah, I know all of that. That's why I'm saying we are now approaching the fourth quarter. That's why I'm trying to help you. So they have to announce it to give confidence to their shareholders. Not me, because I'm not a big time shareholder, but to the people that are invested. Oh yeah, we getting this guy. Oh yeah, we could do big. It's like Christmas.
As a Paramount, CBS, Viacom shareholder, what's the deadline as a shareholder that you have for him announcing the Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford?
Oh, it's done. It can't happen this year, just as I predicted, because man, it's easy to figure it out outside of me having access to PBC. If I didn't have access to PBC, I would say maybe. But now that I have access to PBC and I'm a shareholder, I understand how the items move.
So it's not happening 2022.
It can't happen 2022 for maximum profit. It can't. No, don't. It can happen in 2022, but it can't happen in 2022 for maximum profit.
So who's to say that if it's going to happen in 2023 that it won't be on Fox?
It's going to. I said that last week. I believe it's going to be on Fox now.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Like it's if that's the way that it's gonna happen. What becomes of PBC and Showtime?
Oh, they don't have a deal right now. It's I mean, they have a deal. They have something. I don't know where they at now. I would have to Google it and do my homework on it. But the fact that I heard in the conversation that there will be no programming in September for PBC on Showtime, I was like, damn. When I heard that, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, but they have enough Mexican fighters, especially with Lukowitz, where they could put on a lot of economical cards for September and it would do well just because of that month. You know, there's a significance of that month.
No, that has nothing to do with no damn Mexican, nothing. Because he's fighting October 8th. The next available date is October 8th.
So no.
They just announced it. I'm glad that you're talking. They literally just announced it right now. So I didn't watch the fight, but someone screenshot it. They took a picture of it and sent me Ocampo. October 8th is their next card. So I was right. So that's why I'm saying y'all be doubting me, but I literally heard out of Al Heyman's mouth, no fights in September.
Wait, you heard him say this on the phone?
Man, he said that last week.
I said it last week, man. I got moles, man. I got mole. He'll never find out who it is.
So is Showtime gonna leave the boxing business at this point? Because man, I was really hoping for that fight to happen this year.
It can happen this year. The only date possible for it to happen is December, the first Saturday in December.
It's not. A fight that big can't happen in December. It doesn't make sense.
But Wilder did it. Wilder Fury did it.
Yeah, but weren't they coming off of like the whole pandemic messing things up?
No, that was before the pandemic when Fury had those two fights. You know, he kissed that guy in August. Remember, Sweet Caroline. That was his Sweet Caroline. You know, yeah.
So, jeez, man, this is terrible.
Yeah. So,
no fight party at Fred's house, huh?
Say it again, Max.
I said no fight party at Fred's house, huh?
Nah, definitely not doing that.
Listen, man, I told y'all this before Freddie told y'all this shit wouldn't happen.
I told y'all motherfuckers this last year.
So what's the fight that gets made for either guy? Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. What are we gonna get?
They can't fight nobody else.
But one of the belts is gonna go vacant before they fight at this point.
Nah, the fans won't go for that. I mean, it's gonna happen, but you will lose so many boxing fans if how you said
you don't deliver.
Yeah, if you don't deliver, man, boxing going out of business. All these guys making money on YouTube. I mean, literally, you're literally gonna see overnight people just get disinterested in boxing overnight.
So who's to blame? Who's to blame of this not materializing for this? You know, the end of this year. What do we blame? Is it Steven Espinosa? Is it Al? Who's it?
Well, Al has Earl under contract.
Yeah, rightfully so.
And who's he fighting?
All right, look, I'm not praising Al Heyman, but remember that
No. Answer the question. Who is Al Heyman fighting? I mean, who is Errol Spence supposed to fight?
Terrence Crawford.
So who's responsible for making the fight happen?
The PBC.
No, don't deflect. Who is Errol Spence signed to?
Al Heyman.
Who is responsible for making the fight?
Al
Heyman. Yeah, exactly. So the point I'm making is if Al Heyman has Errol Spence under contract and Errol Spence is the ace high, what everybody's been saying for years, he's the ace high. I try to get high with my voice, and I'm not saying he's not, but if he's the promoter, advisor, manager, you're responsible for finding the money. Eddie Hearn found 80 million in the Red Sea. I don't know how you found 80 million in the Red Sea. So there you go.
Well,
man, that's kind of fucked up. They got Bud to leave his whole side and try to make this fight, and they still hung him out to dry. That's like when you. That's like when you cheating on your bitch, and they're like, "Hey, well, if you just leave your bitch, you come fucking psych, bitch. Now you all alone."
Yeah, I don't even think it's that. I think he had to go. I think Bob played his hand perfectly. Bob leveraged Earl Spence. He leveraged him. I'm gonna devalue this asset that's gonna make your asset bigger.
yeah, but Bob also lost money on Terrence Crawford's purses.
No, I know that. I understand that. He lost money, but he's still a network guy. So it don't matter. You lose on one fight, it doesn't matter. You just make it up on the 98% of the other ones. So Bob ain't really mad. He likes the competition of it. Sure, what man doesn't mind the competition of this deal?
Wait, Fred. So hold on. So for the 2023, as far as a possible pay-per-views, you're probably gonna. So Canelo's gonna fight Golovkin in September. Probably win. Maybe stop him. Referee stoppage or whatever. Right? You got a 40-year-old Golovkin in there.
Yeah.
So for 2023.
No, 2022. He's coming back in December. So
wait,
Canelo has a pay-per-view in December.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, he has a pay-per-view in December.
Where, in the UK?
Somewhere. It's not going to be in America though.
I thought after Golovkin, he's no longer obligated to DAZN.
He's never obligated to DAZN.
No, this is part of a 3-fight deal. Remember?
Yeah, this is the third fight. The third fight will be in December, so I stand corrected. He has a 3-fight deal, and the fight will be not in America. That's the plans for the third fight.
Do you know what network it's going to be on?
I would guess DAZN.
So what's going to happen? Okay, so I could see PBC having a pay-per-view for Canelo and Jamal Charlo. Hopefully it's going to be Deontay Wilder versus Andy Ruiz instead of Deontay Wilder versus Ortiz 3. That's 2 pay-per-views right there.
Right.
Then you're going to have Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford. And then possibly a Canelo Benavidez in September.
No, but
May.
Never fight Benavidez.
No, but man, you're thinking way too far in advance, man.
Canelo fight Jake Paul before he fights Benavidez.
Yeah, but these cards, the schedule's getting thinner and thinner. So if
how about we stay in 2022?
Right, there's no boxing in September from PBC.
It may be, but it's not going. Yeah, it is. It's people gonna get technical and say Labor Day. Yes, but what I'm saying is this. You got Jake Paul coming in October. You got Deontay Wilder coming in October. And I already know Steven Espinoza wants him to get that October 8th date for sure.
And Haney Cambosa just got announced October also.
October 15th, but that's free for us. That's free for us. And then you have Canelo. I know Canelo wants to fight. He wants to fight in December because of the budget. So I know they have to put him there because they have to do it in one fiscal year. So I'm assuming that DAZN has a similar calendar as a PBC. I mean, excuse me, a Showtime. So
is Jamal gonna fight anytime in 2022?
He can't. Where's the dates? You can't fight Thanksgiving. You can't fight the week before Christmas or the week after Christmas and the week of Christmas. Those are 4 weeks gone. All of September gone. There's no dates. He can fight October 22nd, October 29th, November. Then you got the Benavidez. You got the Benavidez date. So there's not really.
Yeah, but the Benavidez fight's not going to be competitive. Like, he's just going to steamroll whoever he fights.
It don't matter. He's a cheap catch. He's a cheap date.
I mean, I'll definitely watch it, but it's like he's so good that you got to put him in there with somebody good.
No, it wouldn't be this year. Jamal, it actually can't. There's no room for promotion. There's literally no room for promotion. How can you promote Earl Spence when Wilder has a pay-per-view in October 15th?
Wait, Wilder's fights pay-per-view?
Yeah, Fox pay-per-view.
Oh, hell no.
No, it is a fucked up deal.
Not for me, it ain't.
Oh yeah. Now, I and that's a whole nother thing that we need to talk about. How Al Heyman is using pay-per-view as a welfare system.
Damn.
You understand? Like now we got to help pay his bills now. It's a welfare system. That's what it is. Now you can dress it up and use the proper words.
I think it's kind of smart from Heyman's point of view though, because he just blames it on the fighter. Like, well, I gave you a pay-per-view, you didn't sell. Obviously, you're not that big of a star. Now I don't have to pay you more next time.
No, that's where PBC is at now, because then you got Tank Davis coming. When is Tank Davis gonna fight? We'll know more next month because he has his court cases and all that in September. But now you got Tank like, hold on, I'm supposed to fight in December for it. I should have left your ass for it. Why the fuck I fall for this shit? I just paid $1.5 million in lawyer fees. Like, I need this money, dog. I got 2 daughters. Like, this shit ain't for play. Like it's not at all. So I really, really think that it's PBC's in a strong chokehold right now. And I really believe that they need to start assessing their losses and find ways to win some of these fighters that still got value. You know, like if I'm Keith Thurman, I go fight that guy over there and get $12 million.
Too late for that. That guy's gonna lose against the middleweight.
Yeah, and that's gonna be Keith Thurman looked pitiful Saturday night, man.
Yo, that was weird. That was like a WWF.
The worst shot I've ever seen.
Yeah. He looked pitiful though. He
looked like Mex in 2006, man.
Hey, fuck you, dog.
Yeah, he looked pitiful, man. Like,
that ain't even a pro club. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. So
wait.
yeah,
So when is he gonna get a date?
Who?
Keith Thurman.
He
has no date. Like I told y'all, he has no date.
I'm gonna fight him in 2025. Give me a couple of years training. I got it.
Facts. Yeah, man. It's
Is there any possibility that Fox renews boxing with PBC?
Say it again, please.
Is there as far outside of pay-per-view, does Fox renew a deal with PBC?
See, but it's real simple to figure out Fox. All you got to do is go to the college football Fox schedule. What nights don't they have a late night football game? And those are the only dates possible in 2022. It's real simple to do the homework. So if they got a 5:00 game, it ain't gonna be no PBC fight, no pay-per-view shit going on. It ain't gonna be it ain't happening. I mean, a 5:00 primetime game. I mean, if it's BYU versus Utah State, who gives a fuck? But if it's Ohio State versus Notre Dame primetime, 5 p.m., 8 p.m. Eastern, it ain't no pay-per-view on that date. You understand? So that's the reality of it. So all you got to do is check Fox football, Fox college football on Saturday, and wherever there's a really big game, or you can just go check Brian Custer's schedule. I guess he works for Fox too, and you'd be like, oh, you can't, Showtime can't do it that day because he already turned in his schedule. So it's so many different ways to figure the shit out.
Brian Custer's definitely venturing outside of boxing.
Yeah,
he's got work.
Yeah, he's the Ahmad Rashad of this era. Plain as day. Who's gonna be his Michael Jordan? We'll find out. He's gonna have to start documenting some of these favorite guys and being their go-to guys and I root for him. I really like Brian Custer. I think he's a gentleman.
True customer, dog.
He's a gentleman. He's a gentleman, full blown gentleman. And but I really, really want these fighters to wake up. People think I'm hating on PBC. I'm not hating on PBC. Al is the biggest hater. Imagine getting all this free promo. Imagine Fred giving this guy millions of clicks, y'all. Millions. Because remember, when I was covering boxing, I was doing over 1 million views a month. That means everybody's watching. Everybody's watching. Nobody's not knowing who Frederick Hawthorne is.
Yeah, you used to go to the actual
yes.
fights. You should,
yes. Now,
used to.
Yeah, used to. Yeah, it's hard to get me out of my house. I got everything here, man. And but I get my basketball court Wednesday, dog. Oh, it's over. But the point I want to say is, what was I talking about?
Your big ass house.
No, but prior.
You
to
want
that,
fighters to wake
Free
up.
promo. Free promo.
Yeah, about Al Hayden. Imagine a guy. I've met Al Hayden one time. Imagine you get all this free promo, right? All this free promo, and the one time you're supposed to do what you say, who you say you are, is fight against racism against you. Y'all don't know all this shit started because of fighting for Al Hayden. And then when I realized he wanted the racism to exist, I'm like, oh, this is interesting. Why are you protecting Oscar De La Hoya? And when someone shows you who they are, you believe them. And that's when I realized they all connected. They work amicably. You can say that word better than me. And they stay on their side. One's in the north, one's in the east, one's in the west, one's in the south. And they run their own conferences all on their own. And when they need to intersect, they intersect. And so Fred, believing he's doing the right thing, it was all cool. And it was all cool until you had to stand up. When it was your turn to stand up, you was like, not on my watch. Not on my watch.
What's the exact conflict here? Is it with Al Hayden or is it with the?
I don't have a conflict. Zero conflict. I know the truth. You understand? It's not a conflict. I know the truth. I know who this man is now. He's using his black talent to fill his pockets. He's using these guys. It sounds cool. I mean, the first 10 fighters to the line, I'm going to take care of y'all forever. The 90%
Which is how
of
every
you niggas,
promotional business operates, right? I think like the first couple of guys to go on the zone made crazy money.
Right,
when Golden Boy
then
first started, they made crazy money, and then like it stabilizes. It's not the bubble always eases up.
But this is the first time in boxing history where you saw an executive in boxing have $1 billion head start. Bob Arum didn't have it.
Now the billion's the norm, right? The billion's the norm now.
But wait, no, it's not the norm. It's not the norm.
Look at the zone, and then you look at
but
ESPN.
No, but that's the network, though. It's different. When I'm talking about outside money, $1 billion. And then you still get the network money, Fox, Showtime. That's insane. Do you understand? That's insane. So you get $1 billion from Waddell and Reed. You get 60 million plus from Showtime. And let's say you get 60. How much you get so we can speak in real numbers? How much you getting from Fox? 40?
No, I thought the Fox matched what Showtime gave him.
Are y'all back? Okay, I don't know what happened.
I think.
Can y'all hear me? I don't know what happened.
But Showtime initially gave him.
Okay, let's say Fox and PBC deal.
Fox and PBC was 60.
Yep, here it is. Yeah, they both got 60. Yeah, sheesh. So imagine getting 120 a year, getting 120 million a year on top of your $1 billion. Where'd the money go?
Well, he didn't get the billion outright. Like that's the biggest mistake that people make.
No, but it's still $1 billion.
So what do you think the biggest fight to be made in boxing is to rejuvenate everything?
Al Heyman versus the PBC's talent.
Class action lawsuit.
What'd you say? I don't think they can afford to have the class action lawsuit because
it'll only happen after everybody's retired. This whole roster, like they have to be like retired, and then you'll see something happen. If it does happen, maybe it never happens.
Money's gone. The money's gone by then. Money's gone. Al Heyman will be worth zero. Al Heyman will be worth zero. Just like I'm worth zero. I ain't worth shit. You understand what I'm saying? Al will gonna be worth just like 50 Cent ain't worth nothing. We ain't worth a damn. Al ain't worth a damn thing.
Chapter 11.
I mean, nah, he got all these LLCs, and I mean, he running businesses, he's showing losses, and you know what I mean? It's so many different ways to cut this pie, man. And he got a huge overhead, you know, paying these guys millions of dollars. And where did the money go though? Like from 2019 and 18, all the other networks stopped. You know how you start doing the ESPN, the Bounce, and all that. And where's the money at? Where's the money?
Hookers and cocaine. You know.
I don't think it's
cocaine.
Well, it may be a white girl, but I don't think it's. but yeah. So let me ask you, what should these fighters do in your estimation?
Fighters union. That's what I've been saying.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, a fighters union.
How the fuck they gonna have a fighters union and you got 50% of PBC, 60% of PBC fighters living paycheck to paycheck? How the fuck you gonna form a union and Al gonna make a call and be like, hey, I'll advance you $20,000. You saving that man's life. I'm gonna tell you one thing. I don't give a fuck. If I got one hand up in the pool and I'm drowning, I'm not gonna say I'm waiting on a black man to save me. I'm not gonna say I'm waiting on a Mexican woman to save me. I'm not gonna say I'm waiting on a biracial man to save me. The first hand that sees my hand waving because I'm drowning, save me. That's where I'm going. So, and so the reality is, Al is probably worth $500 million.
Probably more than that, man. He's been doing business for decades. Big business. We're talking about Michael Jackson business.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy business. Death Row Records business.
Yeah. You got it. And if you look at all these credits, all these TV shows, he's on it. You know. And but it's and I'm the most beautiful thing about this whole scenario is I'm going to be right. And people gonna be like, how did you know, Fred? Follow the money. Follow the money. Everybody gonna have to be like, damn.
Reggie Owens making a video in 3, 2, and 1.
Oh, yeah. Everybody gonna be like, damn. Huh? Damn.
Fred, what I wanted to
He's not
say
a coon.
is,
Go ahead. What's up?
when it like people that consumers of that follow boxing, like we're gonna ignore the noise that you hear on YouTube, right?
No,
the
you can't.
consumers of boxing. Wait, I'm gonna get to it. They've conditioned themselves to where you bring casuals in for big fights, but other than that, you know, they're following it. They're not following it as hard as, like, you know, a hardcore college football fan, how they follow the sport.
Right.
They got the fantasy that they got the group chats on their phone, like it's buzzing. It's always buzzing. Same thing with basketball too, and college basketball, right? Even like hardcore boxing fans don't follow it like that. They've been conditioned like where you got a lackadaisical month, right? Mm-hmm. No dates, or maybe one good card for that month. And I see a lot of people on YouTube that, I'll put it this way. When you talk about the financial district in any city, right? Are they talking about boxing, or they're talking about hockey? They're talking about baseball. They're talking about basketball, football.
Say it again. I'm sorry, I was reading the text.
Like when you're going to these, financial districts and you're talking business, right? You're talking to somebody that trades. Like, I'm talking about institutional trades for options, stocks, equity derivatives. You're talking to an investment banker. You're talking to a pharmaceutical team, right? Like anything that's outside of business, and they want to talk sports.
It's definitely the NFL. It's definitely the NFL.
Okay. So why, like, people on the boxing community on YouTube, they make it seem like that they're very, I don't want to say they make it seem like they're very business savvy, but they're always talking about the business of boxing. But a lot of them don't really make sense when they talk about the business of boxing, because they're talking out of a bubble, and they want it to be that way. So I'll give you an example. When Tyson Fury says, "I'm retired, I'm not retired, I'm retired, I'm not retired," right? It's good for the YouTube channel because they get to keep putting out content without actually going to a venue and doing that type of media stuff.
Right.
So secretly they love it, but on the channel they're talking to you about how much they hate it.
Right.
And they're not actually talking about in-ring performances.
Oh yeah. It's like hey, what is that called? Nueve Sopa? What's it called? The Spanish soap operas. What's it called?
Novellas.
Yeah, YouTube is novella, man. Oh man, a man who just sits on his throne and tells the truth. Oh man, he's stupid.
Another thing about consumers.
Stupid.
Well, wait. Some of the somewhat like they're good with like the tech stuff. They have everything on one device that they don't pay for and they don't have to sign into. So you're telling this person to sign up for 5 different streaming platforms where she's got to log in, this and that. Like, you got to open up each app, or you got this one thing that's, I don't know where the server is for it, but you got everything on one device. So you don't have to log in and you just pay one flat fee for the year.
Right. And you're talking about like the Disney, the Hulu thing, and all that.
Everything on one device. Everything on one device.
Say it again, man.
Streaming's the worst thing for sports. That's how I figure. Like, if you're someone trying to follow sports, you got streaming packages. It's the worst shit ever, man. Like,
you gotta log into each one, and then you gotta figure out which one. Like,
it's not even that, bro. It's not even like our whole entire life. It's been a one button pay-per-view buy system. You have cable. You go to channel 1, 2, 3, whatever the fuck it is. You buy the pay-per-view. That shit's available. Charge you on your bill. Now it's all the way backwards. Like, they have the advertising. You got to sign up for ESPN Plus. You got to get the year subscription, not just a month. Then you got to put your name, your email, your card number, all that shit to watch a fucking fight. I just go on the internet and click one time.
Listen, if you have a modded device, you have the same thing. Everything is right there on that one device. And so when it comes to convenience and affordability, who's not gonna go for the modded device?
Yeah, I've had a Fire Stick for almost 10 years. I ain't fucking had cable.
Okay, so there you go. But you'll have boxing channels on YouTube.
He was gonna try to buy a pay-per-view not too long ago, and he had to.
I tried to buy Bud and Porter because I fuck with both of them, and I knew
on
it was
ESPN Plus
or whatever. Man, yeah, and I have a Fire Stick, a modded Fire Stick, but there was a banner advertisement, so I said, "Ooh, I should be able to click this to get the fight. It'll charge me on my Amazon account because it's a Fire Stick." Right. Nope. Had to bring me to a whole page, first name, last name, card number, birthday, male, female, all this other shit. And then it was like, I was like, okay, well, how much for the fight? Oh no, you gotta sign up for a month subscription, but if you sign up for the year, we'll give you $20 off the fight. Like, brother, just let me fucking fight. All right, you know what? Fuck that. Internet, what's up? We here. Ain't buying shit now.
And that's the same thing that happened to me. I had people over for Spence Ugas. I had people over my house. And I'm like, and I didn't really care about the undercard. I ain't gonna. So I'm just sitting there chilling, watching football. And I'm like, I'll just order the fight when they get there. You know what I mean? I wasn't tripping. Dog, I had to subscribe to Showtime. Because mind you, I haven't been subscribed to Showtime since Paulie Malignaggi. So I'm thinking I just pushed the button, I had to subscribe to him, and I says, damn. And then,
Bullshit.
but here's the kicker. I couldn't get it to play on my PS5. So guess what? Guess what we had to watch the fight on?
Fire Stick.
No, Lincoln's iPad.
Oh man.
And
Yeah,
there's a sentiment on YouTube, like with American YouTube channels. Oh, it's anti-American that you casually follow boxing, but the thing is, there's so many other major sports. Like a lot of these guys, you could tell, and I don't mean it in a bad way. You could tell they didn't go to college because they don't understand like how big football and basketball is in college. Like, they just don't know.
Oh shit.
Shit, you
Like, I don't mean that as a
you
diss.
don't gotta go to college to know that shit.
No, I'm saying because a lot of them talk like, okay, so the NFL season's over and the NBA season's over, and they act like there's no college games, there's no conferences, like they don't know about all this stuff.
Man, some people just don't like watching amateur sports. They don't like watching. See, all the people that are in college that watch this shit is motherfuckers that almost had it in college and want to keep living their fucking college memories. You know, I was nice in college. I probably couldn't make the league if I had sprained my ankle. Those are motherfuckers watching college sports. The best of the best.
I disagree with that. I disagree with that. You go to any office, like any white collar office, and you're gonna see some type of merchandise or like representing your team or something like that.
Max is a fucking. I don't know what you call that motherfucker.
When it comes to sports, I only like watching the best of the best, bro. Like I used to watch college shit when I was growing up, when I was a kid. Then I got older, and I said, you know how many fucking busts that come out of college? How many times we think someone's the next somebody and they end up being trash? I'll watch when they get on the big boy field. So y'all can enjoy your little flag football on the little kid court over there at the little kid table. When you trying to step up to the big dogs, we'll see what you're really made of. We'll see what those stats are looking like, those highlights are looking like then.
It's a big deal.
Well, the ratings don't lie. The ratings don't lie.
Super Bowl outsells every college, everything, every year.
Yeah, but that's one event.
That's the pinnacle of the sport.
So you only watch the Super Bowl and you don't watch the playoffs or the regular season?
No, I mean I usually start watching in the playoffs. Like I'll watch games if they're on TV, but I'm not gonna rearrange my schedule around it. I'm not gonna call in a day. I'm not gonna say, hey, the game comes on at 3, you gotta make it home. Now, if it's on, I'll watch it. Like, but I'm not hard pressed for this shit no more. Actually, my love for sports in general is kind of dying the same way because I think the business of sports have kind of killed it. Once it became sports entertainment, labeled officially, the whole game changed. The whole game, it didn't used to be called sports entertainment. Now it's sports entertainment. So it's a whole different game now. All sports across the board, from basketball to football, everything. Everything's different. That's why it drew me more to fighting, boxing, and MMA, because I felt like it was a pure sport left. There's a couple rules.
The UFC is growing. The UFC is growing. They did a successful show in Utah, and out of all places, they did a successful show in Utah.
Isn't that crazy? This past week,
bro, I just missed half of my fantasy draft, dog. My team is ass.
Kyle got 5 kickers.
So what do you think? So what do you think about Spence Crawford?
Well, I was looking really forward to that fight, man, and then you just kind of ruined it for me, saying it's not going to happen this year.
Gotcha.
I got $50 coming.
Tell me how you think it can happen, though. If you were looking forward to it, you obviously saw a way it could happen. Explain.
That's the thing. I was leaving it up to them. Like I trusted the whole November, possible 2 November dates, and then Steven saying, well, first he said we're like 50% closed, and he said we're closed, but we shouldn't have any rumors leak because it ruins negotiations. So I thought like, okay, something's there that's significant enough that it may happen. And then now you're saying this.
This is playing out exactly how I thought it'd play out, man. I've tell you, like, if it's taken 5 years to get to this point already, right? And I called this shit happening with Terrence Crawford. I said he was the #1 highest paid.
That's false. It didn't really take 5 years for this to happen.
Hey, Crawford called out all champions before he came in the division.
Why do you keep saying that, bro? That didn't happen, bro.
Yes, it
did. That did not happen, and it wasn't realistic.
Yes, it did.
Cut the shit, man.
Bro, what makes this fight big?
There's proof of it.
What makes this fight big is a consolidation of the belts to happen. Undisputed welterweight champion. So that's going to take time. Now, Errol Spence had a car accident and then he had the retina surgery. Or wait, was it a corneal surgery? I don't know, but whatever. He had eye surgery. So yeah, that was his fault. But that ate up. But everybody's been the same level of active. So I don't want to hear it took 5 years to make the fight. Yeah, is it 2 years late? Yeah. Don't say it's 5 years late. It might be 2 years late.
What I'm saying is when Bud became undisputed and he decided he was going to move it to 147, he wanted whoever had the belt. At the time was Thurman with 2 belts.
Yeah, Jeff Horn was the in-house fight.
Pacquiao were 1. Now he put Pacquiao's priority because it's Pacquiao, even over Thurman for 2 belts. But he said all champions. In January, the very next year, Spence told him go get a belt first. Right? So we could say that's the start of it. When Spence himself said he got to go get a belt first. That was 4 years ago. Yeah. So, okay, not 5. We say 4. It's about to be 2023. It ain't going to happen this year.
He got the other belts in the meantime. Yeah, so it's not, it's not like...
But that's just Spade and Domino's talk now. Now we here. Where the money at?
See, but this is what I say about the money. I called this shit. I said Bud was the highest paid welterweight with Bob. He gave up being the highest paid. So that means that PBC got to pay Spence higher if he's the A side than what Bud was getting over there. And Bud's not taking less than what he was getting for an undisputed 4-belt fight. And now they're going to say Bud's pricing himself out because he's asking for too much when he's just asking for more than he was already getting. He not going to take less than what Bob was giving him to fight fucking Mean Machine and shit.
No, he should never take less.
So now it's back on Bud, like, oh, well, Bud's asking for too much. Bud's asking for what he deserves. This is probably gonna be his last fight.
But you know what? I'm still hopeful. Hopefully it happens in November. I don't care. I gotta think like that. At this point, I'm in too deep. I gotta think like that.
but if it happens in it's no way they can promote that fight for the salaries that they have to give up to
What's the pot? 20 million? What do you think the pot is?
30.
At least 30.
So that's a lot.
I would
Bud
say
was getting what, 10? Or what was Bud getting?
I would say 15 and 10, 13 and 10, between 13 and 15 and 10 and 12 for Bud as a guarantee.
Do you see, because Terrence Crawford is a free agent, do you see him fighting on a Probellum card in the Middle East? Because, you know, Schaefer's active. He was there during the Joshua fight.
It's going to get to a purse bid, and someone's going to buy that fight.
Yeah, because he owes a mandatory pretty soon, right?
Yeah. So
it's about to be a year.
And that's what Al is leaning against, is that they're going to wait him out.
But Errol said he's not going to fight Keith. So on the PBC side of things, what do you think happens?
He'll fight as mandatory. And then boxing fans will come in here and we'll all be complaining and mad at both of them.
Yo, Stanionis is no joke, man. That guy. If you're not on your A game, man, it's gonna be a rough night with
Stanionis. Yeah, he's a talented fighter. He looks like he has great pedigree, but at this point, it's like
the version of Keith Thurman that you saw fight Mario Barrios, like Stanionis stops that version of Keith Thurman.
But if that fight doesn't happen, then Al wouldn't waste Keith Thurman on Stanionis.
So you think you could force an Errol Spence versus Keith Thurman to fight?
I mean, Earl needs a payday. I mean, he's still in prize fighting, you know. So you gotta get paid. You can't sit out a year. It's gonna be a year because we're still 3 months. So with August, September, October, no, the earliest he could fight is November. We're 3 months out, right? It's the earliest. So he's 5 months away from being out a year. So once October hits, once the end of September hits, fight is officially dead for 2022.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, it's too late to announce anything after that.
So now Earl will be out a year.
Bring it back in February.
And Bud over here.
Because January through March Madness, you can get February. You got 2 or 3 weekends in February. You can do it. But outside of that, I mean, playing with fire.
This is going to happen on Triller in 10 years.
No, hell no. Triller's going to go bankrupt. Do you see Fury versus Usyk?
It's going to happen in February, dog. It's going to happen in February.
Yeah, February.
Man, this is going to be a part of Black history by the time February come around. The fight that never happened. What's it going to be? Not going to happen. I don't see it happening.
No, if each one of them fights in the first quarter of 2023. Like, not each other, because they have mandatories, right? I don't see them fighting again until
Earl's
the
not
fourth
going to fight
quarter.
a mandatory. Earl's going to fight Keith Thurman. If anything falls apart, he's going to have to fight Keith Thurman.
I hope not.
I mean, he wants the money. You know, because see, here's how they're going to trick him. Yeah, I mean, you can fight anybody you want. Earl, who you want to fight? I got $1 million for this guy. I give you 1.3 for this guy. I give you 4.2 for Earl. And we'll give you 1.6 for your mandatory. That's how you get the guy.
Wait, so who does Jerron Ennis get then? Because they say he's going to.
It's not PBC. Jerron Ennis is going to get a November date. I heard that. So his date should be coming up in November. He's going to be headlining in November.
Who do you think he fights?
I don't know. A former 33-year-old champion.
No, it's going to be Stanley Onis.
No, how's he going to be
Stanley Onis?
No,
how it ain't going to be Stanley Onis? They both fought around the same time.
That don't mean they fighting each other.
You're going to fight Marcos Maidana.
Nah, it's no way Stankonia will fight
Adrian Boner.
It's just too much. The business of boxing wouldn't allow that. Cameron Duncan wouldn't allow him to fight Stankonia it would have to be.
You're calling Stanionis Stankonis?
I mean, I like it. You know, my hip hop roots.
Yo,
hey,
these Eastern Europeans are coming into the NBA, man. You know,
yeah,
their names ringing bells now.
Yeah,
hey, Fred,
yeah.
I ain't been on here in a minute. I told y'all motherfuckers AB wasn't gonna fucking fight. I told these motherfuckers, everybody in this motherfucking hype, AB coming back.
Yo, he could have beat that version
man,
of
fuck AB. He ain't gonna fight. What happened?
He could have beat that version of Figueroa.
Man, he beat his fucking self. He ain't gonna beat shit, but his meat. That's it.
Yeah, he blew an opportunity, but it's on him though. I'm not. But so I think February. So who gets a date on PBC?
Fundora
probably gonna fight every weekend. He gonna fight every weekend. He gonna fight every weekend. But Pitbull Cruz is still a co-main event guy. He's not a main event guy yet. So
wait, who are they building up Fundora for? Because they usually do things for a reason. So
he's gonna fight for Jamel Charlo's vacant belts, man. That's the whole play. You know, so now we're looking at Fundora versus Earl. Keep it real.
That's a tough fight. That's a really tough fight.
So that's the reality of it. Fundora ain't fighting Jamel Charlo. Hell no. Y'all think that. Y'all crazy. He gonna fight for a vacant title. Ain't no way in hell he want Fundora going through hell when he can get the belts going through heaven, right? Jamel Charlo's on his way out. When Earl move up, Jamel ain't gonna be there. They gonna work their way up, and Sampson's gonna pay one of them sanctioning bodies to make Jamel fight for a belt at 160, and because all those belts gonna be vacant at 160. There's no belt next year that won't be vacant. Or like if Jamal move up, Triple G is gonna retire probably. And
yeah, PBC already got the 140 WBA on Saturday.
Did they?
Yeah.
Who fought?
Puello. I think Puello beat
I don't even know.
Joel Diaz's fighter. I forget his name.
Okay, that's cool.
It's towards the same fighter that beat the hell out of Chris Colbert. He the champion now.
Yeah, both of them got belts. Yeah,
he's a real champion.
Yeah,
the real belt.
He fought for the real belt. Chris Colbert, if he would have won against that dude, he would have fought for the real belt
at 140 though.
No, that's super feather though.
That's at 30.
Oh, 130.
Yeah, his name is something Garcia. He's at 130. But you guys didn't talk about the Tyson Fury Usyk potential fight happening.
I don't really care about that fight. I'll be excited. I'll be excited when it's signed.
It's an easy fight to make because Igis Klimas got a great relationship with Bob Arum, right? Who does he?
It's just a matter of
money.
Is Usyk signed with DAZN?
He's not. He's a free agent.
He is?
Yeah, the promoter even said it. The promoter also
well,
said
Bob
it.
is going directly to the same source. He going to the same. It don't matter where that fight is. It's gonna be massive. That fight gonna be outside of America.
Wembley
gonna be massive. What?
It might happen in Vegas. It might happen in Vegas.
Hell no, that shit ain't happening in no fucking Vegas. But what I'm saying is, it'll be massive in terms of the quantity of people and the attention. I don't know how the money it will do.
Bro, that Tyson Fury Dillian White fight was crazy at Wembley, and that wasn't even on this level. That was insane. When you saw the overhead shot at the stadium, and you hear the crowd going, bro, that was insane.
It was like
so I go imagine.
It costs about $20 to get in there, though.
Fuck it.
Hey, what's up?
They in there.
Hey, buddy.
Man, look, it's almost football season. These dudes ain't trading. MMA time, man.
Hey, no, it is. And guess what I'm watching tomorrow? I'm watching that Kane sent me that the fights for tomorrow. I'm gonna watch that shit. The fighters trying to get in the UFC, I'm watching that shit.
Oh, the contender series?
Yeah,
there would be some good fights on the contender series, man.
Yeah. But
absolutely.
But I genuinely believe that this is where we're at right now. And it's Manny Pacquiao, Floyd all over again. And it ain't got nothing to do with the fighters. Nothing to do with the fighters.
Do you see the UFC? Do you see the UFC taking up the market share?
Yeah, what's the pay-per-view dates for UFC? And we might as well mark those weekends off.
Once a month.
Here, what's the pay-per-view? Okay, all right, let's do it now before we get out of here. Let's do it now before we get out of here. Everybody get your pen and pencil. UFC schedule. UFC.
I know it's a big card. It's a big card. October 22nd over in Abu Dhabi, man. That's gonna be a huge card, stat card.
UFC schedule 2020. So I'll tell you right now.
Hey DJ, how long is
Mexican guy Islam Makhachev about to get taken to school? You know?
Okay, here we go. We got October 22nd pay-per-view. 22 pay-per-view.
Then we got another one.
November 12th pay-per-view.
Trying to think, when is Carla Esparza and Zhang Weili fighting? I think that's sometime in November. I think that's November 12th. And then they got another date. Then they got another date in December, and that's the date John Jones trying to come back.
September 10th they have a date.
Yeah, I got the dates already. So 9, 10, 10, 20.
Yeah, that's Nate Diaz. That's Nate Diaz and what's his name?
No, I don't care. I'm
Shemaev.
I'm just letting you guys know. I'm just letting you guys know the dates that it can't happen. So and then you got so you got 9, 10, so you got 9, 17 and 9, 24 and 9, 31. Is it 30 days in November? No, it's so now you got October. So now you got October 15th is gone. And so all you have, and October 8th is gone. October 8th is gone. So all you have is October 1st, and October 29th. Now you got November. You got November 12th. So that means the 19th, and the 26th are available, and 5th. November.
Yeah, but the 26th is right after Thanksgiving.
I'm just letting you guys know. No, I know that. I'm just giving you guys the months, the weekend, so you guys know. Now we got December. You only got 2 weekends. So you got, what's the first month in December? What's the first day in December?
It's a Thursday.
No, I'm looking at the calendar.
December 3rd is the first Saturday.
December 3rd?
Is the first Saturday.
So you got December 3rd and December 10th.
And that's Championship Saturday.
So you got the Heisman on December 10th.
Right? Teofimo's fighting.
No, but I'm just talking about the Heisman. You're not doing a pay-per-view on that date. You got Championship Saturday, December 10th, right? No, December 3rd is Championship Saturday.
December 3rd will be Championship Saturday.
Yeah, and the Heisman is the following week, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got December 17th and December 10th if you want to compete against Teofimo Lopez. You're not competing against Championship Saturday in college football. Not for an Earl Spence Terrence Crawford pay-per-view. You're not doing
it can't happen. It can't happen.
It can't happen. So here's the dates we have that the only dates Earl Spence can possibly happen. November 5th and November 19th.
Isn't that what was tweeted? Like that was a rumor going around?
Yeah, but I'm just telling you guys, these are the only dates it can happen. And November.
How about September 10th, guys? How about that?
And December 17th. Those are the only dates it can happen. November 10th, December 10th, and December 17th, and November 5th and November 19th are the only 4 dates it can happen. We just solved the equation. Those are only this year.
Hey Fred, can we talk about the biggest fight of the year? Carissa Shields takes on Savannah Marshall, man. That's gonna be the biggest fight.
Yeah, we can talk about that next time. I don't fuck them right now.
Man, y'all keep talking about this fantasy fight, man. Bro, the fight ain't happening, man. I've been telling you for months.
But I know that the fight ain't happening. But what I'm trying to explain to you guys is how them guys. Because
not them. I told y'all.
Yeah, this fight ain't happening. And
you ain't nigga. Max, no, you didn't, because you was saving your money. And you
I've been saying that shit since last year. It ain't gonna fucking happen. You almost
didn't come to Vegas, nigga. You was
Hey, LW gave me insight. I was ready, but
and then you got to go. Then you got to figure Tank gonna get a December date.
Tank had a Halloween date last time, I think. With that Santa Cruz fight.
Fight December 10th. I think he tweeted that out. Tweeted that out after Ryan won. He was like, see y'all December 10th or something like that.
But here's the catch, though. You got Jake Paul coming October 1st or the 29th. That's it. He's coming October 1st or the 29th.
Fred's gonna leak the whole Showtime schedule on a Google Sheets document, and he's gonna make it accessible to everyone.
WikiLeaks, goddamn.
Yeah, and then you're gonna have him fighting November 12th. You're gonna have David Benavidez fight November 12th. I can get David Benavidez date in the morning. To be honest with you.
Did you ever get him on the show?
Yeah, David. Yeah, I love the Benavidez family. I think they're solid. Yeah, they've been on a couple of times.
Yeah, because that was that night we tried to get him to change his nickname.
Oh yeah, to the
El Cucuy.
Yeah, Cucuy. Yeah, that's it. But now the Mexican. If Mike Tyson say Mexican monster, it's Mexican monster. So we lost out. so we definitely lost out, man. So yeah, Fernando. So we out here stuck, man. We out here.
Man, that fight's happening the 31st of February. I guarantee
it. Man, stop your shit, man.
The 30th. The 30th is a Saturday.
Who do you guys have in the Clarissa Shields fight?
Clarissa Shields all day.
What type of question is that?
I got Clarissa Shields and I got Michaela Mayer.
Look at you listening to Kyle Davis.
Man, nah. I watched tape.
I've never seen Savannah Marshall fight, so I need to watch.
You know, she was the one that was recruited by Floyd.
No, not recruited, signed by Floyd.
Yeah.
You know what I've learned though? Hey, you know what, Fred? He probably signed her just to bench her though.
Nah. He would have signed the Michigan fighter to bench her.
He wouldn't sign that. He wouldn't do that. Floyd. You can't do that.
Yo, the money line is even. Money line is even.
No, he ain't bitch him. He ain't got no money. Al and Floyd don't put up their own money.
There ain't no money in women fighting anyway.
They playing with house money. They've done all this with house money. OPMs.
Yo, you guys saw the odds for the Clarissa Shields Savannah Marshall fight?
Clarissa Shields is underdog. Wow, plus 100.
Really?
The dog?
I already bet her. I bet her.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let me go place my bet right now. Then.
I bet her like a month and a half ago.
I'll be in Vegas for that.
She a plus what? She a plus 100 underdog? Yeah, I'm gonna go and put a cool stack on Clarissa real quick. Come up.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, but she's fighting away, man. So I don't know.
And she's not gonna stop her. We know she ain't gonna stop her.
That ain't true, nigga. She can stop her, nigga.
But she got two second knockouts her whole career.
I'm actually excited about that fight. But so what happens to PBC schedule? Since we got you on here, Fernando, we ain't gonna have you. You'll probably come back in next week sometime. So what do you think will happen with the scheduling? Do you think Jamel will fight this year?
Jamel, the 154?
Yeah.
No, they already told he's gonna fight 2023.
Okay, that's sad.
Yeah, he's fighting in January. He's fighting a week after my birthday.
The Australian Tim Tszyu.
Y'all say he's fighting in January?
That's what they said.
Yeah, Jamel Charlo. Yeah, he's fighting January 28th.
So he ain't fighting no damn January 28th.
He fighting Tim Pooh.
How the hell they fighting January 20th? They ain't even got a fucking budget for that shit yet. Damn.
Yeah, but because
it's already
his
been
ratings,
signed.
you know what? His ratings against Castaño might have been the best numbers.
Him and Danny. Yeah, I believe they were the best numbers. Back to back, they were the best.
So yeah, they gotta give him a date. They have to give him a date.
How did Danny look? How did his shit look?
Mid fours, like 450.
Yeah, so Charlo doubled that, bro. He tripled that possibly. He was over $1 million.
He was?
Wasn't he over $1 million?
Nah, like 700,000, I thought. But it was trending up. But it was a rematch though. So
rematch of an exciting fight at that. So yeah, ain't no telling.
Ain't no telling. Any last words, DJ?
Y'all can keep crying about boxing if you want to. I'm gonna go watch the MMA fight.
I'm watching UFC tomorrow for sure.
Welcome to the dark side, Fred. Welcome.
Welcome to. We only been trying to tell him for about 18 months.
No, but I was at a wedding Saturday night, and I'm at the dinner table, and I was about to put my phone up, and the guy was like, "You want to watch UFC?" He said the UFC fight is on, and I knew who. The funny thing, how popular names are important, because he said Usman is fighting. I said, "Oh, I know who he is," and I was about to go to ESPN and click on the fight to watch, and I found and made it do what it do, man. I was happy to the motherfucker, man. I was yelling at Edwards. Hit him! Yeah. What are you doing? And I'm just watching as a fan. I'm not watching as like I'm rooting.
Who was you rooting for? Who was you rooting for, Fred?
I wasn't rooting for nobody. I was just wanting him to fight back, because rounds 2 and 3, 4, he wasn't fighting back. He was just getting bullied. And I'm like,
hell, 5 too. 5, he was getting his ass beat too. And then shit, Usman was winning that fight till he wasn't.
Yeah, he lost round 1. I thought
that was some Deontay shit, bro.
I had Edwards winning round 1. That's it.
Yeah, Edwards won round 1, but after Usman went back to his corner, and Trevor Whitman, the wizard himself, was like, "Yeah, we got this motherfucker right where we want him." And then Usman proceeded to beat the dog shit out of Edwards for the next 3.5 rounds.
I wouldn't go that far.
Yes, he did.
No, man, he whooped his fucking ass.
That boy ass.
There's a lot of hugging and holding. A lot of hugging and holding.
Nah, you missed all them body shots and them elbows you catching Edwards with.
But if Herb Dean gonna break you apart, you ain't doing shit. Because Herb Dean don't break nobody yet. He broke up the champion in the 5th round, which led to the knockout. Because Usman was just holding him against the cage. Herb Dean broke him up. They came back striking. Head kick. It's over. The end.
Okay.
They got broke up a couple of times.
In between that, you missed the
that's what I'm saying. So that's how stale it was. See, here's my thing. If I ever walked up on any of y'all like, yo, what's up? You trying to run the fade? And you're like, yeah, and I'll just hold you against the wall till someone breaks us up. That ain't a fucking fight, bruh. That's not proving nothing. I don't mean nobody want to fight.
Personally, I don't like when they do that. I don't like when they do that, because if you don't get your ass big brother, then it is what it is.
Yeah, but it's a
you
fight.
Can't get another man off you. That's your problem. I don't like when they stand them up, and I don't like when they break them up.
Hey,
I don't like when they just hold each other. Like,
hey. Oh, thank you. I'm glad y'all asked me that, because I couldn't hear because we were at a wedding. Why did they put him back? Why did they take him apart and then put him back?
Because he was holding the fence.
He
grabbed the fence. He grabbed the fence. Yeah.
I was confused. I was like, what the hell? That was smart by him then. To get a breather, right?
Yeah.
Well, no, not if they put you right back in the same position.
Hey, and Usman faking a low blow again in a championship fight. Again. Come on, man.
It grazed the cup. It ain't always got to be a direct nut shot, man.
Nah, that shit was toes in the belly button, bro.
It was low, man.
No, it wasn't.
Yo, this is crazy. This is a boxing channel, and you guys are talking about the UFC card more than the Anthony Joshua Usyk card.
It was better.
Man, fuck Anthony Joshua. He cooked, man. He cooked.
He did better this time, though. He did better this time.
Anthony Joshua finna be in Creed 3. Man, fuck Anthony Joshua, bro. That's it. That fucking temper tantrum he threw because he lost.
Oh, that was crazy.
He up there trying to step to Lomachenko, bro. You just got your shit split in again, bro.
Lomachenko, 135 pounds. Man.
So you gonna go charge at Lomachenko? Oh, you gonna respect me? I respect Lomachenko for holding his nuts. No, fuck you.
I think him and Wilder is still the biggest non-title pay-per-view still available. Joshua Wilder. Still.
Man, Eddie Hearn don't want to see Deontay Wilder, man. That's another fight we can quit talking about. AJ ain't gonna fight Wilder, bro.
That's gonna happen. It's too lucrative for it not to happen.
Nah, man, that shit ain't happening, man.
Y'all keep telling us what's gonna happen, and it ain't happened yet. And I keep telling y'all, man. Listen, enjoy the shit that's in front of you.
It was way more lucrative when they both had belts. It was way more lucrative when they both had belts.
But it's still
Eddie Hearn was sitting there dragging his feet. Didn't want the goddamn fight to happen.
Man, they can throw an eliminator on that shit. WBC will make it the Wakanda Zamunda belt, you know, and then
you can make whatever belt you want to make. You can make whatever belt you want to make. Eddie Hearn don't want to put Joshua in the ring with Deontay Wilder.
Hey, well, he's gonna run out of people for Joshua to fight. Joshua's pretty much fought everyone there is so far.
They both in the same position. They got one fight.
That's it.
They both done it. I mean, he can go fight anybody he want in the UK. People, that's the feel sorry for you fight. Welcome back. You know, no disrespect. Same thing doing with Wilder. Welcome back. They both earned it. Usyk back-to-back, Wilder, Fury 3 times. They earned it. You know,
for sure.
And so they're gonna go do that dance real quick. Hopefully they win, and the fans gonna put the pressure on them again. But then they gonna look if Andy Ruiz lose, they gonna look around and be like, shit.
Now, Andy Ruiz has to win that fight for his own career. Like he should. He's got to retire if he don't win that fight.
Like if Andy Ruiz wins, then boom, that's Wilder's next fight, right? But if he lose like I expect him to, you know, then we back at square one.
As for his own health, if he lose that fight, he gains 100 pounds because his career is over.
Actually, Deontay Wilder could always fight the Huey Fury if Huey Fury wins his next fight. Like it'll be something. No, you guys don't think so. You guys don't think so.
Yeah, Fernando, you just trying to put polish on shit.
The only way he can do that is on a Jake. That's the only way he can do that is on a Jake Paul undercard. That's the only way that's gonna happen.
Man. Come on, man.
Don't slide Jake Paul in this,
bro. If they make a poster and it says Wilder versus Fury,
if Jake fights Tommy, that's the only way that Wilder will fight Huey on the undercard because that ain't no fucking.
That ain't fight on nobody's undercard right now. I mean, he would.
Ain't nobody's undercard.
Not right now. But
and Megs, were you standing right there by me when we were talking to Jeremiah Milton and he told us, you know, he appreciates, you know, what Jake Paul does for his undercard fighters. Everybody knows when you fight on the Jake Paul card, hey man, he gonna double our salary, you know, if you fight on the Jake Paul card. It's like, well shit, why he ain't pick you? Then he looked at me, he was like, yeah, we know why.
Hey. But that big ass nigga, man, he almost killed the man in the ring. The nigga had a seizure on the ropes.
Hey, that's a big ass dude, man. Talking about Joe Joyce now. Jeremiah Milton, a big motherfucker.
Man, they both big motherfuckers, man.
Man, Joe Joyce ain't that big, man. He just tall.
Joe Joyce about to knock you the fuck out, DJ.
Hey,
I had to save you.
Hey, look. Hey, Max had to step in and say.
I had to say.
Listen. I'm not saying by no stretch of the imagination that I'd have won that fight, right? I'd have got me one off. No, because I pissed Joe Joyce off because I kept doing it. I pissed Joe Joyce off. I pissed him off.
Hey, me and Max would have been like, come on, Craig. Come on.
Listen, I pissed him off because I kept bringing up Wilder's name. I was like, "Yeah, you gonna fight Wilder next year, right? Yeah, you ain't gonna. So you gonna smash Joseph Parker. So what's next? You gonna fight Wilder or what?" And I could see him getting aggravated by the shit, and I could see his little ginger manager getting aggravated by the shit. Nah, fuck that. I'm a fan. I want to see y'all fight. What's up with it? And then Mex and Kyle was like, "Yeah, don't worry about it."
I was like, yeah, they was like, yeah, don't worry about it. You from Alabama.
And they was like, oh, you forgiving. Nah, fuck that. We y'all fighting though.
Hey, listen. Had Mex not stepped in and said, don't worry about him, man. He's from Alabama. Because he was really fucking up the rotation, Fred. The nigga was fucking up. We trying to have a good conversation with the man. You know what I mean? I'm about to ask nigga when he gonna come on the show. Here this motherfucker come. Deontay Wilder. I'm like, bro, you shut the fuck up about him and Deontay Wilder. You done asked him this.
No, man. No. I saw it. Like I said, I saw his little ginger manager side eyeing me too. Like, what? Shit, I'm asking real questions over here. Who you fight next?
Yeah, he shut up.
I got a guy who you fight.
Came on the show.
All right,
listen.
Last words, man. What you got, man? Any last words?
Man, listen. Y'all got an organization that's putting on fights every weekend. Great fights, great competitive fights, because the best will fight the best. But yet, y'all still worried about these fantasy fights out here that ain't happening. I'm giving up on Errol Benson and Terrence Crawford too. Until I get an announcement, I done gave up on that fight. But there's still a lot of good boxing matches out here. You know what I mean? Even though I'm disappointed, I will say this. I'm disappointed in Andre. I can't defend what he did yesterday. That shit was so, God, man.
What did you do?
Why on earth would you give up your belt? That was the only type of leverage you had in making some of these fights. And then it looks like a duck move. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta call it how I see it. Because if anybody else had done that, we'd say it's a duck move. We'd say it's a duck move. So
he going up in weight.
Yeah, but still, when Canelo did that shit to him, we called that a duck.
Wait, hold on. Because
Canelo was going up in weight.
Hold on, Fred. Because he's taking the same fight that he was scheduled to take before, but with no belt, is he gonna make less money now?
He ain't gonna make no money.
Sure,
I'm about to say it's still the same because he wasn't a champion in that weight class.
Yeah, but it don't matter. You still have marquee value when you have a belt, even though it's not for that division. So now he's going into this fight without a belt. He may be making less. So he lost time and money.
Well, even before then, he had the option to go back down and defend his belt. Now he ain't got no option. You done gave up your belt at 160. You done gave up your belt at 160. So now you pretty much ain't got no choice but to move up to 68. Before he had the option.
If he fighting the same person, how is that a duck move?
No, so
I'm just saying this, we got to keep. I don't think it's a duck move. I don't think it's a duck move. Anytime you move up in weight, I don't necessarily think it's a duck move. But I'm just saying the perception of it is it looks like a duck move.
How?
When you get mandated to fight this guy twice. But no, when you get mandated to fight Johnny Beck twice and you decide you want to give up your belt rather than fight him, but yet you still don't have another fight signed. Like that shit look, Andre, as much as we want to talk about that Zach Parker fight, that fight ain't signed. That fight is not signed. So until it's signed, we can't say nothing about that fight.
No, it looks like he's taking that fight because he got backed off into a corner. Because he was signed to take that fight, then he pulled out of the fight, then he tried to negotiate the Johnny Beck fight. No, I think he was waiting for a Jamal Charlo unification. He was looking for Chris Eubank Jr. He was looking for Jamal Charlo. So he didn't get either one. And then he was stalling it by keeping the belt and still kind of semi-negotiating with Johnny Beck. But now the whole situation became a mess. He lost his title, and then he may be taking the same fight as he was before with less money in the pot now. So, promoters hold it against you if you cost them a date. They're not going to play nice the second time around. If you cost them a date, they're going to make you feel it.
Okay, well,
Samson already told us why the Benavidez and Andre fight that happened. He got tired of dealing with his father. So,
well, my last words, I was going to say, If the fight ever happens, I will not be buying it. I will be streaming that shit. I don't give a fuck. Tune in to UFC. That shit's popping. And Fred, I'm proud of you. Welcome to the dark side, dog. You know, any day, you pick a day of the week, man. We're gonna put you up on game. Me and DJ gonna walk you through this. You know what I'm saying? We got your back, homie.
Shit.
Every Thursday night at the boxing section, y'all can find Fredro.
Every Thursday, where?
At the boxing section.
Who?
Fredro.
Well, I'm supposed to say don't Fredro me. All right. I'm supposed to say that now.
No,
y'all get out of here, man. Get the hell out of here, DJ MS. Get out of here, man. Get out of here.
Peace out, big dog.
All right, man.
DJ, we gotta talk. Hey, DJ, we gotta talk about the card tomorrow. Okay, MMA a little bit. Okay.
Absolutely, I'll be available.
Man, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I just know if that motherfucker get kicked to the head, get knocked out, I'm gonna jump up.
and look, that's the beautiful thing about having the commentators in the UFC. Like even former fighters or current fighters will be doing the commentary with John Anik, who usually does the color commentary. They walk you through step by step the techniques that's happening. This person needs to do this. Well, if they got him in some type of submission hold, well, he needs to move his arm this way and then slip his leg this way in order to sink in the choke or sink in the arm bar or whatever. They walk you through the technique, even if you don't understand. But I'm out of here, man. Appreciate you.
Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you. But I just want to put the nail in the coffin for y'all motherfuckers. All right, Fernando, I just want to put the nail in the coffin for you. Because this is fun. November 5th, right? November 5th, Pepe Aguilar at the MGM Grand. Can't be there. November 19th is the only day it can be at the MGM Grand. So these are the only dates we're really dealing with. All right. December 3rd and December 10th. Andre Bocelli sells out. I love him. I actually go see him in concert. Andre Bocelli.
What is that?
And it's a Italian. I don't even understand what the hell he's singing. He just got he's blind. Just has a beautiful voice. December 10th. Dre and I go to his concerts. December 10th. You got college basketball. Now let's go to the T-Mobile. I just want y'all to see it so y'all know. So the only date at the MGM Grand is November 19th. Now let's go. Can you guys see? Okay, good. You guys can see where I'm at. November 5th, you got PBR Team Series Professional Bull Riding, 645, November 5th. November
I didn't
12th.
even know bull riding was that big to have it in T-Mobile Arena. That's crazy.
Big deal. Well, you all about a Midwestern. Vegas is a Midwestern special. You know what I mean? It's geographic location. Joe Coy, November 19th. You're definitely not doing it there. Load more. Right? Saturday, 8 p.m., George Strait. The 10th, UFC. The 19th, Vegas. It can't be at T-Mobile. The only date available is November 19th at MGM.
Jeez, man, that's crazy how you broke it down, man. Right in front of the screen.
Check Dallas though. You gotta check.
No, it's impossible to be in Dallas.
Yeah, it can't. It's got to be somewhere neutral for Terrence.
Oh, you need the gate. If it's a $30 million pot, and if Earl and Terrence are holding strong on their millions, you got to have a $15 million gate. The best gate you can do in Vegas, in Texas, is $5 million, $6 million. Even if you fill it to capacity, you may get $7 million. It doesn't do nothing. So you need it to be in Vegas. You need me to say, oh, fuck it, I'll spend $1,000 just to get in. I'm drunk. I'm happy. I'm high. Fuck it. I got my girl with me. She my side chick. I gotta make her think I'm a millionaire. Give me 2,000. 2,000. Yeah, 2,000. You gonna be up? I don't care. I just want to go to the fight, man. There you go. And the site fee. There's no site fee in Dallas. There's bartering in Dallas. Ain't no fucking site fee. Jerry Jones would never give up parking. You know what I mean? So it ain't no site fee. You know what I mean? So he's just bartering. I'll promote you on the Cowboys. I'll let you do it, but I'm not paying you. I'm not buying this fucking fight. If Jerry Jones was buying fights, it would even be a conversation where the fights would be. But he's not buying fights. So there you go.
He should, though, because a lot of these arenas, these football arenas, they don't get used that often throughout the calendar year.
But if you got season tickets up the Yanny for the next 20 years, like the Green Bay Packers, I only need 17 and
yeah, the Cowboys is the biggest business in NFL. I think they did like 800 million the last year or whatever like that.
Yeah, but it's only 8 dates.
It's worth they worth 8.5 billion.
Yeah, that's them and the Yankees are ridiculous. It's just insane. Yeah. Fernando, any last words, man? I totally appreciate you coming on, man. I appreciate you telling me to, tighten up. I appreciate it. But yeah, November 19th is the only date it can happen. That's it. I just showed y'all. So now y'all got information. Y'all can go to your favorite YouTube channel. It's going to happen November 12th. It's going to happen then.
Well, listen, back to what I was saying, consumer conditioning. This is what the sport gives us. And you gotta condition yourself to kind of like, this can't be your primary sport. It's going to keep letting you down.
Yeah, facts.
No, it don't let you down. In the words of the great philosopher Maya Angelou, when a person shows you who they are, you got to believe them.
Well, have a good night, guys.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you for coming in, Fernando.
Always a pleasure, man. I always learn something new every time.
Thank you, dog. Kyle, you got a show tonight, Kyle?
Absolutely.
Someone just asked in the chat.
We back like we never left. I was thinking about going to karaoke, but I'm gonna hold off.
Oh, you and your friends are gonna do karaoke?
Hell, I might. So my homeboy, he does a karaoke every Monday. One of my closest friends. He's a party promoter out here. So I like to just support him and shit. All his endeavors.
It's completely dead.
What?
They got one date. One date and one date only. November 19th at the MGM Grand.
What about New York? New York could probably pull it off, huh?
You need a gate.
You don't think New York is a good gate?
Kyle, no. You can't do gates in New York, and the only place you can do big gates is Vegas. That's it. Nah, ain't no. I mean, that's it.
Because you can charge whatever you want or something?
It's not you can charge whatever you want. It's the cost of living for a weekend in Vegas is what, $5,000. So you got entertainment, It's Disneyland for adults.
They paying too much. It don't cost me that much for a goddamn weekend. Shit.
No, I'm talking about as a whole on the macro level.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
man, let's get the fuck out of here, man. You know what I mean? Y'all niggas head over to the boxing section and kick it with your boy for a minute, man.
Yeah, go over to the boxing section and be depressed. It's only one date, November 19th, MGM Grand, y'all. That's it.
Free.
Yeah. No, I'm just letting them.
No, we don't talk about that on my channel though.
Oh,
I've had that talk long time ago.
I'm just patting myself on the back because I did the work.
Listen, I didn't need you. I didn't need your work.
I'm just patting myself on the back.
Hey, but Fred, keep it a buck. How long have I been saying this shit ain't happening? How long have I been saying, man, I'm done talking about it?
Yeah, I mean, it is for a long time. So
it sounds good.
A long time. I don't know what the exact date, but I remember you saying this shit ain't happening. I remember you saying that.
I got $50 coming to me because this shit ain't happening.
From Mex?
Nah, shout out to my boy Monty Brown, man, and my boy OTB.
He said it's gonna happen this year. Who wants to bet me? Who wants to bet me that this fight ain't happening this year? I mean, I know it ain't happening because I know. But now that y'all I see it. But I just killed my own bet. Because niggas ain't gonna just bet me. MGM Grand?
Oh no, it's a nigga. Hey, a sucker is born every day.
Yeah, facts. So someone who didn't watch the show, someone who doesn't watch tonight's show will bet me tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Hey, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put out some fake news because they're not watching the show tonight. I'm gonna put out some fake news tonight. Breaking news. Crawford and Spence is close. Find out tonight in the shop.
Hey, Fred.
Yes.
I'm living the miracles of life.
On 34th Street.
Okay. Likes to play with no rehearsals.
Yeah.
Games can play, can take it personal.
Yeah.
Why?
Because the devil is a lie. Hey, I'm telling you the truth. Hey, everybody all depressed now and shit. Hey, I just took the air out of everybody's balloon.
Hey, look, not mine.
Yeah, because they need that $12 million gate in Vegas, and they need that site fee. Yeah, there's no way that fight can be anywhere else.
Y'all say about they gotta promote it. It's gotta be promoted, man. You can't just say here you go. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. I'm about to go do a video tomorrow. Spence Crawford is officially dead for 2022.
I think it's gonna happen in February though.
Go tell your mama. Don't get mad at me. Go tell your mama. Blame Al. Don't blame me. Blame Al. It's dead. They can't have that fight at MGM Grand. They losing 2,000 seats. That fight's a sellout. You got to have it at MGM Grand.
T-Mobile, really?
No, that's what I mean. You got to have it at T-Mobile. That's what I meant to say because it's two. Let's see what capacity is at T-Mobile. Capacity.
Like 15,000, something like that, maybe?
Because MGM Grand is 17 and a half. I know that. T-Mobile capacity.
You got to put for a boxing event, though, right?
I know. Yeah, that 20,000. 20,000 to be exact. And T-Mobile is 17.5, if I'm not mistaken. MGM Grand capacity for boxing is 17.1. I remember that for the Floyd fight because I used to have to write the articles, so I knew it was 17,000. So they losing 3,000 tickets by taking it across the street. They need those 3,000 tickets. That's big money. You're talking big money.
Check the Allegiant.
No, this fight's not big enough for that.
The fight could be there.
How? Nah. And you need that will lessen the ticket demand. If it's at Allegiant Stadium, they won't do the gate that they want to do. You won't. You need those ringside tickets to sell for 10,000. You need them. If niggas know they can get in for $45, they ain't gonna get the middle seats. It ain't gonna be no high demand for it. So you rather sell 20,000 and get 15 million. You know what I mean? Keep it a buck. It'll be like a soccer game. $2, $3. You know, you'll be able to get in for $20 fight night. For sure. Love y'all, man. Nah, they can't fight at Raider Stadium. No.